A very good morning, children. From this video lecture, I am starting a series of map work which is often asked in the CBSE board examination, and I have completely segregated all the map work into under the several heading. That is like map work which is asked from Lifeline of National Economy, the map work of manufacturing industries, the map work from mineral and energy resources, and then I have planned to prepare the videos like this so that just before examination or whenever you want to revise your map work or prepare for the geography paper, then you can use this video. Okay, as the first part of this video, I have taken the last chapter of the geography textbook, that is Lifeline of National Economy, and most of the questions which is asked in the map book of this chapter belongs from two categories. Either they ask the major ports of your country or they ask the international airports of your country. Okay, sometimes they often can ask the questions related to the terminal stations of the Golden Quadrilateral or terminal stations of North-South Corridor or East-West Corridor, but most common questions which I have seen in the last 15 years paper was from the major ports and major international airports of the country. So today the first part of this map will be covering the areas, the major ports of our country. Okay, so starting from the first question, most commonly asked question is the location of Kandla port. So Kandla is a very famous port which was developed just to decongest the Mumbai port, and Kandla is situated in Gujarat, and after the partition, the Karachi port, which was situated in Pakistan, it went to Pakistan after partition, and all the burden of the import and export came on the shoulders of Mumbai port. So to decongest Mumbai port, the government have to develop one port, and they have selected Kandla as the second port, and now Kandla became one of the most important port of Gujarat state. So whenever it comes to the location, you have seen this is the region which we have seen in the map of India or in the Gujarat region. We just have to find out this cut, which is a natural feature, and just above this cut, just mark one dot, and this is your Kandla. Okay. See children, in geography, two types of map question comes. Mostly, sometimes they are identification based and sometimes they are location based. So on the basis of the chapters also, CBSE has divided the questions. Like from Lifeline of National Economy, the location and labeling questions will be asked, and the chapters like minerals and energy resources or agriculture, resource and development or water, the basically identification types of questions are asked. So in this chapter the question from this chapter you have to locate that particular point, and then you have to give the labeling. Labeling means you have to give the name. Sometimes the question is asked, sometimes direct name is given. In both the cases you have to write the name of the entity which you are plotting on the map of India. Okay, this is Kandla, and then what you will write, you will make an index over here. Don't forget to prepare an index, and what you are using, the symbol you are using is a dot. So you will mark the same symbol over here, and what entity you are showing Kandla. But what is the characteristic of Kandla? It is a seaport. So here you will write the characteristic, the thing, the entity which you are showing by using this symbol. So now the dot will represent the seaport on the map of India. So Kandla is there. Now next is Kochi. Kochi is one very important port in Kerala, and Kochi, if you see, Kerala is here, and in Kochi, first select the central part of Kerala. Suppose this is the central part. If you have reached the central part, just go a little bit lower, and here you have to mark one dot. But always remember that when you are marking a port, you cannot mark a port within the states, because port will always be in the coastal area, no next to the coast, close to the ocean. So here we have your Kochi port. Again, what you will do, you will label your entity. Okay. Now next question is Mumbai. It's most commonly asked question in the board examination, because Mumbai is one of the most important port as well as international airport. Okay. So here Mumbai location. And one very important thing you have to keep in mind, children, is that whenever you are practicing or giving pre-board, in the pre-board examination, the map which you are getting, will mostly often contains the capitals of the states. So there you can easily find Mumbai. But in the board papers, there is no marking like as such. No capital is marked. So you have to rely on your practice. You have to rely on yourself and your accuracy of the location of the entities. So do not leave practicing the location, and do practice more than 4 and 5 times so that exact location could be marked on your final board examination paper. So this is Mumbai port. Then comes Marmagaon. Marmagaon is one port, very important port of Goa, which handles the most iron and iron ore export from the rest of the countries, especially from the Karnataka region. So if this is Maharashtra, we all know that Goa lies in the southern part of Maharashtra. This is Goa is the smallest state, so it can easily be identified by its size. This is Goa. Here you need not to go into much detailing. Just mark a dot close to the coast and just write this is Marmagaon. Okay, this is Marmagaon port from Goa. Next is New Mangalore. So see, New Mangalore again is a port of Karnataka. Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka, so it's quite similar. So it's very easily you can identify that New Mangalore will be situated in Karnataka state. In Karnataka, it's very easy. New Mangalore is very easy. You just have to find out the political boundary of Kerala and Karnataka. So this is the political boundary of Kerala and Karnataka. Here, the point from where the boundary of Karnataka is starting. ये जो point आपको दिख रहा है, here you have to mark one dot, and this is your New Mangalore port. This is your New Mangalore port. Okay, the area where Karnataka, the political boundaries of Karnataka and Kerala are meeting the coast, that extent point is the New Mangalore port. Now come to the Chennai. Chennai is again the capital of Tamil Nadu. It is international airport, and it is also one of the major port of the eastern coast of India. So location of Chennai is very common. You just have to find out this place. It's very close to Andhra Pradesh actually. Tamil Nadu, it's not in the central part. It's in the top right corner of the state. You have to mark one dot, and this dot will represent the Chennai port. This is Chennai. Then next in the list is Paradeep. Paradeep is a port which is located in Odisha. So you have to find out Odisha. So Tamil Nadu, then we have Andhra Pradesh, then we have Odisha. In Odisha, you have to find out this lake position, which is Chilka Lake. Okay, this portion which is little bit diverted towards inside, this is Lake Chilka, and just below Lake Chilka, you have to mark one dot, and this will represent the port Paradeep. Then come to the next entity, that is Visakhapatnam. Visakhapatnam is one very important port because it is the deepest port one, and it is a landlocked port because it is covered from all sides from a land. So you have to find out Andhra Pradesh because Visakhapatnam is situated in Andhra Pradesh, and in there you have to find out the political boundary, and next very close to the political boundary here. Our Visakhapatnam port is situated. Here you have to write down Visakhapatnam. Even if you in exam you forgot the exact location, please at least mark inside the state in which that port could be located, because even if your location is not correct, if the state is correct, then half marks is given to the children. Okay, so in most of the time, if slight difference is there, you have not plotted exact location, but you are very close to it, then whole 1 marks also could be given to the students. So better please be very careful in remembering the states in which these ports or international airports are located. Okay, the next thing lies in Haldia port, again which is very important. Haldia is another port which was constructed to decongest the Kolkata port. So Kolkata, first of all, you need to remember the location of Kolkata. If you see this part of West Bengal, mostly what you people do, you people get confused between the location of Bangladesh and West Bengal. Always remember beta, this portion, this zigzag, very rough region of the map shows the Sundarban Delta. And Sundarban Delta is a natural phenomena. So it will be found in the West Bengal region as well as in the Bangladesh. So you have to clear your confusion of Bangladesh and West Bengal. So this is our West Bengal state, and here there is one portion which is elevated. See, this is elevation, and in the right side of this elevation we have Kolkata port, and at the same right side we have Haldia port also. Okay. So even if you remember the location of Kolkata, you can use that location as Haldia port if the question comes, because they both are located very close to each other. So this is your Haldia port, which is located in Kolkata, next to Kolkata in West Bengal state. So this was the first part of the map work, which is frequently asked in the board examination from the chapter Lifeline of National Economy. In the next part of this map work of this chapter, we will be discussing about the international airports and their names, which is generally or frequently asked in the board examination. So till then, bye bye and have a nice day ahead, children.